You know, it's become a pretty popular thing these days to take old pieces of furniture and convert them into vanities. I've sort of gone the other direction and have started building vanities that look like furniture. My customers have liked the idea so well that it's been difficult to get them to choose to do anything else but that type of vanity. So I'm going to show you how I build one of these freestanding vanities. First of all, it doesn't have a face frame, which means that the entire front is made up of drawer fronts and cabinet doors. So the main structure of the vanity itself is a base that has legs on it, and in this case 2 boxes that have stainable fronts and 2 end panels that are made of solid hardwood. My favorite thing about this type of vanity is that once it's completed, every piece of exposed wood is hardwood, and that's pretty unusual these days.
I've been cutting up material for the boxes, and here I'm using a pocket hole cutter. There's nothing magical about this machine, but for a small shop where I sometimes need to produce things quickly, this can really help to speed up productivity. The machine has 2 routers built into it. The first cuts the slot with the push of the lever forward, and the second drills a hole for the screw in the end of the panel when you pull the lever towards you.
Pocket holes make a great connection for the boxes for the cabinets that I build. And run a bead of glue. This little clamp actually I got from Harbor Freight. Works well for just squaring up and holding these pieces in place while you screw them together.
The boxes are made of 3/4 inch melamine, or flake board as it's sometimes called, and I edge band the edges that face the front of the vanity with the pre-glued Alder edge banding in this case. This is a simple pattern that I use for the legs. Once again, these can be cut on a bandsaw or with a jigsaw. I have a tool path set up in the CNC machine that allows me to mass produce these quickly. Then I glue them together with just a butt joint, clamp them, and let them dry. Also, any style of leg can be used for this type of project. Many different shapes and sizes of legs are available online or at the big hardware stores. In this example, I'm using about a 4-inch tall leg, which is a good dimension for the vanity base. I'm getting ready to assemble the base that the legs attach to and the boxes will sit on. I wouldn't recommend using pocket holes for tying these pieces together. Biscuits and a biscuit cutter will work well. Also, dowels will do the job. In my case, I'm using dominoes to give additional reinforcement to the joints.
So I'll have one base unit that sits here on the frame, and the sink will go in this cabinet unit, and a smaller, about a 16-inch unit here that will sit in this part of the frame. It'll have a drawer stack in it.
As I said earlier, all exposed pieces of wood are solid hardwood. So even though the end panels in this particular case aren't really seen very well, I still make them out of hardwood. Doesn't take that long to do, and it's not that costly either. I can glue up the panels in a short period of time, and the main advantage it gives me is that when I'm staining and finishing, I get consistent results because I'm using hardwood all the way around the vanity. Plus, if sometime down the road this bathroom is remodeled again, this vanity could have a different top put on it and be used as a piece of furniture somewhere else in the home.
And now this panel has a coat of sanding sealer on it. The great thing about lacquer is that it dries very quickly, particularly in an area like where I live with very low humidity. You can spray and finish things in the same day. Downside to it is it's not extremely durable. Water gets on it, it'll ruin it over time. As long as you keep it dry and don't allow water to rest on it, it'll provide a nice finish for a long time. Everything is assembled now, and I will still need to break it down to actually take it to the job site and install it. So I've got the parts here for it, 3 different sections. To assemble it, I'm going to need to move it out here into the center area of the bathroom and then work it back into its permanent position. It's going together nicely.
With everything together, all that remains is to add some pieces of trim to cover the joint between the base and the boxes. With everything now in place and all is looking good, it's time to head back to the shop and build some drawers, drawer fronts, and doors. My drawers for this type of project are pretty simple. Again, I used the white melamine, but in a 1/2 inch thickness this time. I then edge band all the tops of the drawer sides and trim the edge banding to fit. I use 1/4 inch thick bottoms, which is plenty adequate for a vanity. These drawers are very functional, and the white melamine gives them a real clean look. I then square them up, run a bead of glue on the underside of the drawer bottom to lock them into that shape. Any style of door and drawer front can be used at this point. These are slab doors, so I'm gluing them up just like I did the end panels for the vanity. The hinges that I use for this particular reveal on the doors are 3/4 inch full overlay hinges. So once they are installed on the inside of the boxes, as they open and close, they will completely cover the edge-banded front edges of the boxes. So you end up with this kind of look, using alder as the hardwood and the slab doors and drawer fronts with just a slight chamfer to take the sharpness off the edges. This vanity has a bit of a rustic look and also definitely a custom look. Then we finished it off with a solid surface countertop with integrated sink and a matching mirror. Hope you enjoyed this video and maybe it gave you an idea or two of your own. Also hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and checking out other project videos from Dobbs Workshop.